Yo, what's going on, guys? This is the new rod. This is actually the prototype. This is one of them. This is a prototype from Dobyns that I've been working on with another guy from California. This is going to be their new BFS rod. It's bait finesse system. We can't really call it, so it's going to be an ultralight finesse rod. Should be pretty awesome. This is the 7-foot version of it. I've got it with a tiny little dual realis square bill. So we got these back in March, late March, early April. We got a 7-foot, and I've got a 7'4" up there that had an unfortunate accident when I was testing. This is going to be in a Sierra series. So the price point for this and the 7'4" are going to be $179. This rod is the 700. The one in my hand is a 701, but we changed it to a 700C. It's going to be one piece, 4 to 8 pound line, 1/16 to 5/16. This is going to be a light, fast action. If you've seen my channel and all my photos from like the last decade or so, I've got a couple of the Dobyns DX 701C Finesse. Those are discontinued. They haven't made them in over a decade, 12 years or so. Back then they just didn't sell. I love the rods. I love throwing Neds on them, drop shots, small crankbaits, traps, little tubes, spinner baits, stuff like that. It's an awesome rod. It's just out of date. I mean, it's a decade old, 12 years old. So when we came up with this rod here, we decided to make it in the Sierra. It's gonna be a little bit more affordable for everybody. I will say this rod is thinner. It's about an ounce lighter. The unique thing about it is it's gonna have a carbon tip. So from this guide up, it is a pure carbon tip. And then you have your graphite Kevlar wrapping here all the way down. I've got it paired with a Daiwa Pixy S. This is the PX68. This is a finesse reel, but not an ultra finesse reel. The 68 just means it is 6.8 to 1 gear ratio. I've had this reel for a very, very long time. It is custom. I've got a clear side plate for it. I am throwing 4-pound Yozuri hybrid. This is a very awesome, just fun rod. We're doing a couple different things to it. Hook keeper hopefully is going to get moved down to here for like the drop shot hook keeper. We're adding a bunch more guides. We're going to do 15 total Fuji micro guides to this. So it's going to be similar if you've bought the Sierra micro guide series. It should be very similar to that action. With fighting fish and making casts and using light line, we just needed more guides to keep the line from folding onto the blank when you're fighting a fish. We're also going to shorten this section here. It was just a hair too long. I think we're just going to move this butt up to maybe to where this wrapping is here. So maybe 3/4 of an inch to an inch. We don't need this much butt section here. It's going to be cork as well, split grip. If you could feel, this rod is extremely light. I think it's only like 8 ounces total, 8.5 ounces with the reel. But this is the 7-footer. We're also coming out with a 7-foot 4-inch, which I used mainly for vertical stuff, drop shot, tubes, Ned rig a ton. When I was up in Lake St. Clair, on the last day, I was throwing the Ned rig and we had 24 pounds on it of just smallmouth on the Ned rig. And then I did something stupid. I laid it down up on the front but I thought it was just up on the front. My buddy had a pretty good fish on, so I went to go net it, and then when I picked up the rod, it must have slid underneath the trolling motor mount and the top of the gunnel, and it just snapped. It snapped like halfway up the rod, so that was my fault. I was pretty pissed off because that was my only prototype of that length of the rod. So I've been using the 7-footer for the last, I don't know, 6 months, maybe 5 months, putting it to work. So we made all the changes we needed to. So hopefully this late October or November, the final revision of the ultralight casting rods from Dobyns will be done. As you can see, I still have the plastic on just because I wanted to preserve it. But this is a rod that I've been working on. You've probably seen some posts I've made on Instagram and Facebook, but this will be the first live look at it. The new Sierra Series 179, which I think is going to be very reasonable for a very fun BFS style light casting rod that everybody's been asking about, asking myself, asking Gary. So hopefully when these come in, swoop them up, because I don't know if we're going to do a limited run of them. We just got to show Gary that there's a market for this, which I know there is. The other gentleman, Amir, knows there is. Everybody else that's in like the BFS forums and all that kind of stuff, they've been buying a ton of rods from overseas. So this will be one of the first like true, nice, fun ultralight rods to toss. I think this bait's only a 1/4 ounce, but we've gotten down to like 1.5 grams, 2 or 3 grams. I've thrown like trout, crappie stuff, small net heads, 16th ounce, stuff like that. It's just a blast to throw. And I'm not using spinning gear, so it's just a really fun setup. Trout, crappie, bluegill, panfish, just a really, really fun rod to throw. But this is the new line from Dobyns in the Sierra series, the Sierra 700C, one piece, 4 to 8 pounds, 16th to 5/16, light fast action. Check them out, guys. I'm going to make more posts as we get closer and closer to the release of these. So smash that thumbs up, guys. Keep you guys posted. We're getting into fall fishing. I'm headed back up north to go smallmouth fishing, so I'm going to catch more fish on this. So we'll talk to you guys later. See ya.